Dr. Kim helps us win on Wednesday, y'all. That's right. She helps us succeed in the workplace by sharing life strategies, Christian life strategies, and she incorporates biblical principles, and that's why we love and appreciate her, and that's why we feel that her gift is unique to the body of Christ, and we just appreciate her. So this evening, Dr. Kim, as we go further into 2019, we certainly know that relationships are needed. Power relationships are wanted by everybody. So just kind of help us with this.
Oh, my goodness, Jermaine. Let me tell you, I tonight I'm so excited because we are in January 2019, and there are so many individuals who are in a season of transition, and that transition is in their career, it's in their role at work, it could even be with the company that they're working for, in their business, or even just in life. And so we talked about relationships and the power of networking, mentoring, and I even mentioned a couple of weeks ago about developing a personal board of directors. Mm-hmm. And so all of those are great, and they've been amazing previous, WOW topics. But tonight, WOW listeners, if you are going to build effective relationships, I want you to understand that your relationships have currency. And so they cost you something. And think about it, Jermaine. Any relationship you have, that relationship either will take from you or add to you.
Right.
Okay? It will either hold you back or it will propel you forward. And so tonight's WOW topic is really focusing on power relationships. And most people, especially when it comes to the workplace or in your career, we think about power relationships as individuals who are at that executive level, or they have a title in the workplace. And you feel that that's somebody you have to, develop a relationship with, because that person or that leader is going to get you to the next position, right?
Right.
So most often that's what we look at is for a power relationship is to help you get promoted.
Right.
But tonight, what I am sharing with the WOW listeners is that you must understand that a power relationship comes into play when you need someone to help you go from one season in your life to the next season in your life.
All right.
And that's critical because we are looking for relationships to get connected, to move into a promotion or get an advanced position. But when you think about it, a power relationship is actually someone who is assigned to you.
Okay.
And so it's not necessarily about the position. It's about getting in position.
I like that.
All right. And so we have to now turn our focus not on establishing a relationship with someone to get a promotion or position, but it's for those of us who are in a season of transition. And I want you to understand that it's a divine setup. When you are in transition, if for those of our listeners who are out there right now, and you're like, okay, I have to make a decision. I know that I'm transitioning to another role, or it's time for me to leave my company, and I don't know what to do. If you are in a season of transition in your career, in your business, or your life, you need to be very careful not to overlook the person that's assigned to your season.
All right.
Seriously.
I like that.
Because listen, do not overlook the person whose relationship with you is designed to help transition you. And if you think about it, a power relationship is given to us in every season of transition. Every season, if you ever think about it. And I'm trying to help you to develop your faith and also develop confidence as you go into the workplace tomorrow. Because when you're in transition, that power relationship, it will either prepare you for the challenge or it will help you transition through the challenge.
All right.
Okay? And those are people who are assigned to you, but you cannot miss that relationship because sometimes, WOW listeners, transition comes wrapped in opposition.
It does. Yes.
Yes, it will come wrapped in opposition. And however, there will always be someone there to help you get through it. And if you don't believe me, check it out. Think about it. In Genesis 37, when you think about opposition, I was thinking and looking and researching, what is opposition? What is this power relationship? Think about Joseph. He was sold into slavery. At his teenage years, he became the overseer for Potiphar's house, and that's transition. He was in opposition. It was wrapped up, right? Then he was accused of rape. Follow me here, wild listeners. That's opposition. But then ultimately, he began to interpret the dream.
Right.
And then therefore, Pharaoh set Joseph up as the ruler over all Egypt. That's the power relationship. See, if he would have got lost in the actual transition of what happened to him, it would have never served the relationship for that power to take place, that transition.
All right.
Okay? And so I just want to give practical steps. Oh, and don't forget about when I talk about a power relationship, I know that you all may be saying, wow, I want you to start looking around in your season to see who's helping you advance through this transitional period. Right. Who is it? Because typically, Jermaine, it's not those individuals that we feel that we need in our life to get us to that next place. Okay? Think about John the Baptist. He was the preview of Jesus Christ. He was the power relationship. It was always going to be a transition.
Right.
But it was ultimately for the glory of God, for his will to come forth. And so some practical ways I want you all to think about this. Know if you are in a season of transition.
Okay.
You have to be able to know that. And then you must be willing to recognize and accept the power relationship.
Right.
So because oftentimes we want someone to come in and say, well, I'm in this season of transition. I need someone. I need a mentor. Is that mentor assigned to your season?
That's important.
That's important because I've gone through transitions in my career, and it's individuals who at that time served a greater purpose during that season of transition, and we haven't even connected since then.
Right, yeah.
And most often we try to attach and gravitate toward people of influence and perceived power, but the true power relationship comes with the destiny assignment.
Right, right.
And so I want you to practical things here because sometimes we can get super spiritual and we don't know how to walk that thing out. Number 3, you want to know if the relationship, the power relationship during that transition has the ability to impart wisdom into you as it relates to God's will for your life.
Very important.
Okay? And then finally, you want to pay attention beyond your sight. Does the relationship align with what you've prayed for? Because anything contradictory to God's will for your life, anything contradictory to what he's promised you is possibly not a power relationship. It's probably just a relationship that you've established, but you want to make sure that a power relationship you connect because that is the gateway. That is, many of us have not yet successfully transitioned because we've overlooked the power relationship. We've overlooked who's assigned to us in that season.
Yeah, true. So true.
Every season unlocks, every relationship in that transitional period unlocks the next place for you.
Right.
So, Jermaine, I just wanted to share that. And again, with our wild listeners, I hope you wrote down those 4 practical strategies that's going to help you identify that power relationship. And in this season of transition, be encouraged. Because as you transition in your career, as you transition in this new position, or even out of your company, look for those individuals who are assigned to your season.
All right. Look for those individuals, and that's good to know. Dr. Kim, thank you. Thank you for helping us win on Wednesday. You always do, and we just appreciate you. So go ahead and share your contact information. There may be those out there that want to hear more, get their hands on your product, or how can they reach you?
Oh, my goodness. I love my wild listeners. They are always reaching out and letting me know and saying, they try these things at work, but thank you for this nugget and this practical thing. So go ahead and let's connect on social media. On Facebook and on Instagram, I'm Dr. Kimberly Ellison. And then also on Twitter, I'm Dr. K. Ellison. But if all else fails, visit my website at drkimberlyellison.com. That's drkimberlyellison.com. I look forward to talking with you again right here next Wednesday.
All right, Dr. Kim. Well, thank you so much. You have helped us win. We're going to keep this and take this and apply this week, and can't wait to see what we're going to add to it on next week. Thank you.
All righty.
All right, y'all. Winning on Wednesday, Dr. Kimberly Ellison. We just appreciate her so much. She helps us be successful in the places and areas that we need to be successful and have influence, and we appreciate her. More gospel music is on the way on Heaven 97 KHVN. It is the evening show. I'm Jermaine Simpson, your host.